that up was in his will. Because now that baby and you are stronger, better, wiser, and didn't know that when you had him, but now you know God was there all the time because he works his perfect will throughout imperfections. That college course that you failed and you thought the world was going to end, it was in his will. Because he stopped you from going around and wasting time in an area that you wasn't going to be in anyway. I tell you what I heard. It don't look like it when you're in it. Let me say that out loud. When you hurt, you hurt. When you're sad, you're sad. But you don't see God's will for the moment. Now you can look back and say, that problem got me here. That journey got me there, and I wouldn't have did none of it if I didn't fall down. He works his perfect will through our imperfections. And I know, and you can be quiet, I ain't perfect. I don't need a man with mess up. I don't got to call you and you give me a Google address to mess up town. I know how to get there. I help build the way. I help smooth out the rough spots, and I know how to mess up, but God still makes me perfect in my imperfections. Now look at what I got, look at what I have, look at where I'm headed. It's all because God is perfect in our imperfections. All the stuff we thought we were doing right was wrong. And then all the stuff we done wrong was wrong. He still willed it for our good. That bad relationship, that joker, the man or woman you don't even like to speak their name in public, built you for the relationship you got now. Now you're all in love and you're doodling hearts on top of your paper when you're writing, all because that rough relationship. That rough boss that had built your character, now you a boss. But you wouldn't have got there if you didn't go through. Patience, working, trial, working, hope, everything is a process. God has to take us through a process to get us to where he needs us to go. And most of us can testify, if it wasn't for the process, I wouldn't be who I am today. If he just gave it to me when I asked for it, I'd be one of the most sourest Christians you ever met. Because I thought I did it on my own, but we all can testify it was through the grace of God that we are who we are. Amen. We have what we have, and anywhere we head in the future, it's all by his grace. Through many dangers. It was grace that brought me safe thus far, and it's grace that leads me on. Yes, it's all a part of God's plan. And if God had put his own son through a process, what makes you better than him? This is the same Jesus that had to go in the Garden of Gethsemane and pray 3 times, Lord, if it be thy will, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not my will, but thy will be done. It's the same Jesus that had to take the nails in his hand and the nails in his feet and the crown of thorn on his head. That's God's son that did no wrong and then rose early the 3rd day morning to give us a chance. So if he can put Jesus through a process, who are you? You got to trust God's plan because it don't look like ours. He don't shine the light on every step. But I'm going to tell you, if old people say, if you make 1 step, he'll make 2. But the problem is, when you make the step, do you want to change? Do you want to grow? Be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. And I leave with one of my favorite analogies, just like a sponge. Whatever you sit your sponge in, it's going to suck it up. You sit a sponge in some Clorox, you got Clorox in your sponge. You sit it in some Pinot Grigio, you got some wine in your sponge. So the only thing the sponge can take in is what it's surrounded by. And that's how it is with your mind. Your mind is only going to take in what it's surrounded by. You want to surround it with sisters? It's going to be full of sisters. You're going to all them Tyler Perry shows, this is what it's going to be. The mind, as a kid say on the show, the mind's a terrible thing to waste. And you're wasting it away if you don't surround it with the right stuff. That's why our kids and the social media and these music, that's what's sucking into their brain. And that's why when they go out, they don't want nothing but this certain kind of clothes. They don't want to wear this certain type of shoe. Baby, you got some money? You ain't got no money, I wear daddy shoes and daddy clothes. Because the world will make these kids feel like they are nothing just because of what they're wearing, what they thinking, because they go to church. Oh, you go to church, da 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 da. Baby, keep going. Because the church has been the facilitator of every great thing that has happened in this country. The church. No matter how scattered out it is, no matter how big it is on some Sundays, how small it is on others, the church will last. The church will stand. Be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. The doors of the church are open. And you know you get mad. And you haven't got it all together yet. We serve a God that'll change your mind. And some people here that can testify, we ain't seen the work.